LGBTQ rights. Humanists support the rights and dignity of individuals within the LGBTQ community, striving for equality, acceptance, and the elimination of discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. Humanists believe that no matter one's gender identity or sexual orientation, everyone ought to be treated with dignity and honor. Supporting the rights of LGBTQ people who have traditionally experienced severe discrimination and marginalization is part of this. Humanists support acceptance and equality for all people. We can build a more fair and compassionate society for everybody by promoting equality and acceptance. Welcome to my channel. Let's discover some of the respectful and humanistic situations around the world. If this is the information that you were really searching for, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and be till the end of this video. The civil rights of the LGBT community have generated a lot of debate throughout the world. The appreciation for communal rights continues to be growing gradually in Ukraine, though. To promote a more fair and just society for all, it is crucial for Ukraine to keep on supporting and preserving the rights of the LGBT community. As you see in this video, the speech includes the verse saying, Ukraine is a free, brave, modern, and democratic state. Ukraine respects the right of the LGBTQ community, and we are one. This saying has now become a very common discussion today, and a very good example of their understanding and respect for each other.
Україна вільна, сучасна, хоробра, демократична країна.
There has been an increasing acknowledgement and inclusion movement for the LGBT community in recent years. Pope Francis is one well-known person who has backed this. We are all children of God, and being homosexual is not a crime. Well, it distinguishes between sin and criminality, but failing to show one another love and generosity is also wrong. These are some of the ideas Pope Francis has on the LGBT+ community. Religious communities have historically engaged in conversation about the LGBT community. Despite this, there is growing support for the viewpoint that homosexuality is not a crime. Pope Francis has been outspoken about his support for the neighborhood, stressing that we are all God's children and that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and generosity. He recently spoke about the topic of preconceived notions against the LGBT+ community and emphasized the importance of kindness and respect for every person. At the Canadian Pride Festival, you arrive with a Bud Light, while viewing rainbow floats commissioned by important financial organizations and listening to some 90s house music. Before the school system got involved, there had never been any debate over the necessity of such celebrations. Before 2018, the rainbow flag was hardly ever flown outside of Canadian public schools. Now schools all over the nation are heavily embracing Pride celebrations. They may host drag queen guest lecturers, do gender diversity craft projects, or simply gather the kindergartners for a mock Pride parade. As a result, some in the Christian and Muslim communities are starting to keep their children home on days when there are many Pride-related events at schools. For example, British Columbia's Education Minister, Rakna Singh, stated in a message to begin the month of Pride, all schools must adhere to the Human Rights Code as well as how they are fostering environments which are secure, friendly, and equitable for both students and staff. Have you seen Iceland's rainbow streets? Queer people have a significant voice in the parliament and in the media in Iceland, which accepts all sexual orientations and gender identities with almost complete equality. Iceland was the first nation in the world that has a prime minister who is openly gay. It was one of the first nations in Europe to accept same-sex relationships, and it has worked to equalize gay parents' rights. Iceland has a thriving gay culture and is one of the LGBTQ community's preferred travel destinations. Nearly all Icelanders are accepting of the queer community, and a third of the country attends the Iceland Rainbow and Pride festivals, which are held both in February and August. Many churches in Iceland decorate the steps or roads heading up to them with a rainbow throughout the year to indicate their support for different cultures in the area around them. Iceland has earned a reputation for having progressive views on the LGBTQ community. The yearly Reykjavik Pride event, which draws hundreds of thousands of visitors from across the world, is one of the most notable instances of this. This is a special video that was going around social media, which Seattle Pacific University hands the college president Pride flags over anti-LGBT rules. Now you might wonder what the reason for it is. That is, the college has banned full-time staff from being in same-sex relationships. This is considered to be a form of silent protest. According to the student organizer Chloe Gallo, it is reported that about 50 students were given flags before the graduation ceremony. This is a really good example for all of us, as all of these students have taken some effort to teach the world something about equality. LGBTQ rights have recently received a great deal of social status and political attention and support. As you see, this is an unforgettable and respectful situation where a journalist asked the Emir of Doha the question about gay German fans to Doha to the World Cup. At this moment, he mentioned that there is no barrier for the LGBTQ community in watching the World Cup at Doha. This response displayed a desire to support and accommodate people from every aspect of life, in addition to demonstrating a commitment to appreciation as well as compassion. It is encouraging to see a national leader speak for equality and inclusion. Additionally, this mindset encourages faith in a change in different nations and athletic associations. The statement additionally acts as a reminder that words spoken by a leader can influence others too. In the center of Washington, D.C., a cherished yearly event called the Capitol Pride Parade is held. Since beginning in 1975, the procession has become more well-known. It is a day of affection, understanding, and support that honors the LGBTQ community and its allies. Both participants and viewers travel from every corner of the world to take part in this historic event. This is just a tiny portion of the energy. A noisy crowd cheered as representatives from numerous District of Columbia government departments, foreign embassies, religious organizations, and major corporations with operations in the DMV marched in the parade. Participants and watchers have been enjoying the loving and unified atmosphere. The LGBTQ community's struggle for equal recognition and equal protection is symbolized by pride parades. Such occurrences take place all around the world in various nations. In order to celebrate variety and advance approval, they bring meeting people from all origins and cultures. Remember, they deserve to be respected as well as treated equally with others because they are regular people. Gay individuals do not mean to hurt or disturb anyone, yet some people do act that way. Even just being gay presents challenges to the LGBTQ community. It is excellent to take one's religious convictions and faith seriously, but it is awful to judge another person. Religious families occasionally have children who are born gay, but they are forced to accept them as they are. Parents should encourage their kids in everything they do and in whatever they might desire to be. There are many good, innocent people in the LGBTQ community. In straightforward terms, gay people are those who fall in love with individuals who are the same gender. Okay, now we have headed to the conclusion of this video. Take up the responsibility to create a great world around us. Thanks for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.